If you've been stretching your legs, hips, or shoulders, but still feel stiff when you walk, stand up, or bend down, you may be working on the wrong problem. In this video, I'll show you 5 simple mobility exercises that target the areas most people over 50 struggle with. Tight hamstrings, stiff hips, a restricted lower back, tense shoulders, and tight inner thighs. And we'll start with the one mistake almost everyone makes when trying to fix tight hamstrings. When your hamstrings are tight, everything else starts to suffer. Your glutes tighten up, your calves get stiff, and even your lower back can start to ache. But here's the problem. Most people try to fix hamstring tightness the wrong way. You see, the sciatic nerve, which runs from your lower back down your leg, often becomes restricted from all the sitting that we do. This then can create tension that feels like hamstring tightness, but in reality, it is not. So instead, what works far better, and almost instantly for most people, is gently releasing the sciatic nerve first using nerve glides. To do this, simply lie down and hook your hands around your leg. Then slowly extend until you feel a light stretch in the hamstring. Pause for a second, come back down, and repeat. What this does is gently floss the nerve back and forth, which research shows can be very effective for improving hamstring flexibility. So go back and forth for about 1 to 2 minutes, and for most people, this alone will make a noticeable difference in easing hamstring stiffness. Once your hamstrings are moving better, the next area we will target is tight hips, specifically tight hip flexors. Now, this matters because your hips are at the center of almost everything you do, from supporting your lower back to helping your knees track properly. Improving limited hip mobility is one of the best things you can do for your entire body. One of my go-to movements for this is the deep squat. Set your feet slightly wider than hip width and drop down as low as you can go. Now, if this feels difficult, do not worry. Just hold on to something for balance or even use your hands for support. From here, just exist in the position. Shift side to side, move around, and let your hips explore. When done right, you should feel your hips opening up, your ankle mobility increasing, and your lower back lengthening all at once. I would recommend spending about 30 seconds here and repeating it for 2 to 3 sets. Next, we will look at one of the most common causes of a tight, restricted lower back. You see, when we sit a lot, our hip flexors, especially deeper muscles like the psoas, are constantly in a shortened position. Over time, this makes them tight, which, if not fixed, can start to pull your pelvis forward, leading to stiffness, discomfort, and in more severe cases, actual back pain. Now, the best way to fix this issue is with the couch stretch. Simply get into a lunge position with your back knee elevated against a couch or wall. From here, slowly bring your torso upright. Now, if you are really tight and already feel a strong stretch through the front of your hip and thigh, stay here. But if you do not, you can gently push your hips backwards to increase the intensity. Try to stay relaxed, breathe into the position, and let the stretch gradually open things up. A good place to start is with 1 to 2 minutes per leg, depending on how tight you feel. Next, we will move on to one of the most annoying body parts when tight, the shoulders and neck. When this area is not moving well, usually because of overactive traps, a stiff upper back, or poor ergonomics when working, it is common for your shoulders and neck to take all that stress. When that happens, not only do your neck and shoulders tense up, but if it gets bad enough, it can even lead to tension headaches. So to make sure those shoulder and upper back muscles do not get tight and restricted, something I have found works really well is stick overhead rotations. Grab a stick, towel, or even a resistance band. Then grip slightly wider than shoulder width and slowly raise your arms up and over your head. Go as far as you comfortably can. Then bring it back to the start. As you do this, you will feel your chest and shoulders opening up, which is one of the most common causes of neck tension. Now, as the movement gets easier, you can gradually bring your hands closer together to increase the challenge. And honestly, Just keep going for as long as you need to until things start loosening up. In my experience, that is usually 1 to 2 minutes. For the final movement, we will hit one of the most overlooked body parts in the entire body. Tight adductors can limit your squat, restrict your hips, and even contribute to groin or lower back discomfort. Now, there are a couple of ways to release this area, but the one I have found works best is the Cossack squat. Start in a wide stance, and if needed, place your hands on your thighs for support. From there, gently begin shifting side to side, easing into the movement. As your body starts opening up, you can slowly begin to sink deeper into each side. When doing this, you will feel a stretch along the inner thigh of the straight leg. Now, depending on how tight you are, you might just stay here in a higher position, and that is totally fine. But if you want an extra challenge, try to sink as low as you comfortably can. And if you want to take this a step further, you can also add a slight rotation of the foot at the very end to target your hamstrings as well. But start where you feel a clear stretch, not something overwhelming. Then aim for around 5 controlled reps per side for 2 sets. So, that is it. If you do this consistently, even just a few minutes daily, you will start to feel looser, and honestly, you will just move through your life better. If this helped you understand why your body feels stiff, give this video a like, share it with a friend who needs to move better, and subscribe to Strong After 50. Small daily movements can make a big difference in how confident, steady, and independent you feel every day. The content on Strong After 50 is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not medical advice and should not replace guidance from your doctor or healthcare provider. Always consult a qualified professional before changing your medications, exercise routine, lifestyle, or treatment plan, especially if you have a medical condition.